Hey, what's up? I'm Bryan Drake.
And I'm Karla.
This is our top 10 games of 2025.
Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas.
Happy holidays.
Happy holidays. It is a bit of a dry year for us gaming-wise. Well, not dry year, but there weren't any major standouts that I was like, oh, that's going to be my number one. There's one.
I think I might have been on the struggle bus coming up with 10 of the year that would stay in our collection.
Yeah, but there's some games we didn't play that would be on the list, like Fate of the Fellowship.
Lightning Train.
Formaggio. Love cheese. We played Formage last year. It was great.
I would like to play that.
It's true. So, without further ado, Gilding the Lily, let's get right into it. My number 10 is Builders of Baldur's Gate. It is a game about building, you guessed it, Baldur's Gate. Game's a mess on the table when it's done. It looks rough when it's done, but while you're playing it, it looks fantastic with the nice pieces and building, the moving, the workers. The income phase gets absolutely crazy though. So, Builders of Baldur's Gate, my number 10.
So I love Wingspan, and I absolutely adore Wormspan. So obviously this was going to come in at number 10 for me. It is Finspan.
Fish.
Not quite as beautiful as Wingspan, not quite as interesting as Dragons and Wormspan.
Not at all.
But a more basic version of Wingspan, you have Finspan. So it's easy to teach your other family members who might not be into deeper games. And I enjoy it, and I like the art. It's not as great as the other two, but it's still good enough to make a top 10 list for the year that might not have any good games.
Or as many as we played. I also maintain the fish are genuinely better than fowl to eat. So
I wasn't going to eat them. I was just going to
I'll never eat
feed
a
them,
dragon.
right? Aren't
sure.
I feeding the fish?
Yeah, but I mean, you will eventually eat fish. I mean, that's kind of one of their main purposes, right?
What are you going to do with all those birds? They're exotic.
Anyway, yeah, birds terrify me. My number 9 is Great Western Trail El Paso. Now, I liked this game. Yes, I didn't know.
My number 9 is Jinx Great Western Trail El Paso.
2-player Great Western Trail that is streamlined and fast, and it plays pretty much just like the big version. It's just a little less than. But I like it a lot. I like it better than she does, even though it made her list.
How do you know?
Maybe. I thought
I might like it better than you, except I also put it at number 9. And I love Great Western Trail. I love every version of this game that I have played, including this one. But if I'm going to play it, I'm probably going to play the main one. But for this year, Great Western Trail El Paso comes in at number 9.
This one's so much easier to set up, though. It is so much easier to set up, whereas you don't have to do all the stuff on the other one.
It's way faster to play.
That's true. Well, my number 8 then, since we tied on that inadvertently, is Point Galaxy. Brand new to our collection. Picked it up in St. Thomas, which you're going to be with us on the cruise. You'll get to see. This game's fantastic. I love Point City. I love Point Salad. I love Point Galaxy. I think it's my second favorite of the total. I think Point Salad's still my favorite, but this game's just great. The whole mathy system of you're building it in a solar system versus your whole salad. No, my number 8, Point Galaxy.
I like it. My number 8, I like monsters. I like Horrified. I like going to Halloween Horror Nights. Is Spooktacular.
Oh,
you get to be the villain.
It's a good game.
And you get to play like you're going to eat the little meeple. And so that's kind of fun.
Eat them or slice them. We don't know.
Scare them away. Scare them into the next room. It's not usually my kind of game, but I really was interested in the idea of playing as the villain. So that is my number 8.
My number 7 is The Dark Quarter. Hadn't played enough of this to get a full review of it, but my gosh. We love Mansions of Madness 2nd Edition in this house, and this feels the most like it. It's very dull, though. It sounds like middle schoolers learning how to cuss a little bit, though. And a parish is not what it says a parish is in Louisiana.
Somebody maybe hasn't actually been to Louisiana or New Orleans, and we live in Mobile, so we're familiar with what a parish is, and they are saying the word parish like it's actually a little part of town, and that's not true. No, it's like a county.
It's a county. It bothered me.
But
really
sorry,
bad.
that's not the purpose of this video. It's just a little pet peeve.
Game's great.
It's a great game.
Dark Quarter.
All right, my number 7 is a repeat of one you've already said, and it seems to be a trend here, but it's Builders of Baldur's Gate. It's Dungeons and Dragons, obviously, because it's Builders of Baldur's Gate, and it is a hot mess on the table. It looks like a mess, but it's kind of fun, and it goes on forever and ever and ever.
Yeah, that income phase gets wild.
But it's good enough to make the list.
That seems to be the theme. However, we're going to start and get to some games that are really good games.
We're going to get to some I really like in a minute.
My number 6 right here is one that I picked up. Also, we picked up in St. Thomas. It's fantastic. It's a place for all my books. My gosh. Don't read the comments on my review. You got people arguing back and forth between the introverts and extroverts, which is exactly what I said not to do, and they did it anyway.
What are they arguing about?
About the social battery mechanic. I think it's fantastic. I think it abstracts it out really well. Anyway, the game's great. It's got spatial elements. It just looks good. It's a really fun, simple worker placement game, but it's a lot more complex than it first look. So, place for all my books, my number 6.
Number 6 for me, we have also already heard about. It is Point Galaxy. It's not a salad, it's not a city, it's a galaxy. And who doesn't love planets? In fact, these 3D printers on the floor behind us because it's raining.
That's what the Nutcrackers are sitting on.
That's illogical, I'm aware, but it's a whole thing.
Have printed planets.
Have printed planets. That's where I was going with that, and I really like the solar system. My child wants a telescope for Christmas, so obviously we've been talking about galaxies and planets, and the 6th graders just finished learning about the solar system, so why not play a lot of Point Galaxy in this house?
It's a great game. I really love it.
It's beautiful.
They do like a candy though, like little like gumdrop balls and stuff.
There's some cool scoring mechanics too, huh?
There is, like, yeah, with the whole idea of like you have to keep it in order, and you score like off the, you know, your planet, your suns give you the points for the galaxies and stuff. It's really good. It's more complex than it looks too. My number 5 is a game that's already been mentioned as well, but boy, oh boy, this game's great. I'm going to talk about a different aspect. That's Spooktacular, because this game has 25 different people you can play as, and they all play wildly different. From
Monsters.
Beginner, immediate to advanced. That's right. Different slashers, different monsters, and they play wildly different. Now, there's some basic mechanics which keep it simple, but you really feel like you're playing like a different kind of character. There's characters like the Black Phone, there's characters like Jason, there's characters like Pennywise, there's every type of character you can imagine from a horror movie. It's in there, including some weird David Cronenberg type video drum stuff. So, my number 5 is Spooktacular.
All right, my number 5 you have heard about already, but it is the Dark Quarter.
Laissez les bon temps rouler.
Although New Orleans is not the home of the original Mardi Gras, that honor belongs to Mobile,
Right here.
Alabama, right here in our city. This game does a good job of immersing you into New Orleans culture, and you get to play it like you're in Mansions of Madness minus Cthulhu, because we haven't played it enough to
Maybe. We don't know.
I don't know. That's what I'm saying. They might come up, they might not. We've played it a little, we haven't played it a lot, so we haven't been able to review it yet, but we're having a good time with it, and I want to keep playing it. And also, parish is a county.
It's true. My number 4 is an 18XX game that is the intro to 18XX games. This is 18 Royal Gorge, and oh my gosh, this is the one that needs to be played if you want to play an 18XX train game. It simplifies a lot of things. You only have 5 companies to play as, so that's it.
How long should it take?
It should take about 2-3 hours. If you have your friend Aaron over, he talks too much, and it's his fault that it makes it go that long. And you stop for pizza, shouldn't have taken that long. That was just us fellowshipping too. But also, it is fantastic. It makes a couple of Euro decisions that simplify a lot of things, but also it doesn't lose anything. There's still a stock board. There's still everything. It's not like 1930 where you lost some of the stuff. This one is an 18XX game that is simplified enough to where it's easy to get into, and the rule book is easily to read. 2 or 3 little mistakes in it, though. But other than that, phenomenal game. 18 Royal Gorge.
Are we on number 4?
4.
Okay. My number 4 is... how do you say
IR?
Is it IR or AR?
It's a dead language.
It's a
Who
dead
knows?
language.
Who knows?
Children of the Sun.
Yeah, it's a good game.
It's a super fun game where you play as like gods and goddesses.
Yeah, it's the mythology of the Incan Empire.
But it's one of those games where you score certain aspects and then they go away. So you may be doing really well in an area that scores early, and then oops, it's gone. So now you have to focus on a different area. And I really like that mechanic in games.
Yeah, very tactical. You have to shift on the fly, because if you score one too early, you have to be prepared to score the other ones too. You can't just put all your eggs in one proverbial Incan basket. Yeah, I agree. That's a great game. I was also llamas.
But speaking of your number 4, who won the train game?
Big time. Like, crushed it. It was ridiculous. Should have seen it coming. It was good. My number 3 is one of the first 10s I've given out in a long time, and it is Pergola. This game is fantastic. It's a beautiful little game where you're making a little pergola, a garden, right? You got bees, you got flowers, you got ladybugs, you got dragonflies. It's just peaceful and pretty.
So if you gave it a 10, I'm going to assume the 2 above it also got 10s.
Well, I know one of them did. I can't remember if one did. One got a 9, but you'll see why it's number 2 instead of number 3. But Pergola, for me, 10. Love this game.
All right. As an introvert, married to an extrovert.
You can't believe that, can you?
Can you believe that? We have probably had the discussion about the social battery before, but number 3 for me is a place for all my books.
She literally has books all over the house. Not like in a messy way, but she's a big reader.
You also read. You can do that too.
I do read. I like to read.
But anyway, I really like the little wooden books, and I love games that have good components, and it's fast, which has been good for us lately. We've just been super busy with things. And it's a beautiful game, it's a fun game, and it's creative and different.
The theme is great. It actually works. The only thing that doesn't make sense, like thematically, is scoring based on where books are stacked in the house. No one does that. No one goes, hey, I got 2 books in the kitchen. Boy, my day is better. But whatever. My number 2. That's right, you know that sound. This is Snake. Listen, I've been talking to Emerson about this game for years. This is Metal Gear Solid, and it finally came out. And oh my gosh, it's so good. You play through Metal Gear Solid, and you're looking at the maps, and you're looking at the top-down view of Metal Gear Solid 1 for PlayStation. My gosh, this game's great. I painted up the miniatures, and you play with stealth. It works perfectly. It feels like you're playing Metal Gear.
Did this get a 10?
It got a 9 or a 10. I can't remember. It's real high, because I love it.
It didn't make my list.
What?
I've never played the video game either.
Snake!
My number 2 is not because I'm a gardener, but because I like pretty games, is Pergola.
Love it.
And it got a 10 from him, but it was somehow his number 3, not his number 2 or number 1. But anyway, I really like the concept of scoring different areas on a game, and you score your little insects, and it's beautiful components. You score your flowers, different types of flowers score different ways. It's just a very fun game.
This drives some people crazy, but I love it about this. There's no spaces on the board for you to put them. There's sections, but you decorate your garden.
You're making your own little garden. Who wouldn't love that? I love creative games.
All right, our number 1 I know is shared. There's no way it's
'Cause I haven't
not.
said it yet. I
Because
know
you haven't said it.
1, 2, 3, go.
Vantage. Yeah, I mean, come on. This is a perfect 10 game. I gave it a 10 out of 10. Jamie has been working on this for obviously years. It shows. Oh.
I love the Arthurian Knights game, but Vantage is a whole new world.
Yeah.
And which is so fun. And you explore, and you go to different places, and different things happen. And
Well, and the crazy thing is, you're not playing a campaign, but boy, does it feel like it. It feels like you're playing something bigger than a one-shot, but all you're doing is playing one-shots that are randomly assigned based on the goals. But as you get into the game, you start to unlock things like little mini games and stuff that he's hidden in there.
there's puzzles, and it's fun. And we only played it 2 players, and that could be why I really like it. It might bog down it more than that, but solo or 2-player would be great.
Right. We found some things in the game we're like, well, that's really stinking cool, that involve things outside of the game. I'm not convinced there's not something hidden in that box yet. But there's no way to play this whole game. You can't do it. But that's what
And I
makes it
love
so
games
exciting.
like that. So it's perfect, and it's my number 1 for the year.
Same here. That is our top 10 games of 2025. 10 golden games. Not quite as pretty sounding as 5 golden games, but like we used to do. But 10 golden games of 2025.
Somebody said we had to come up with 10.
I'm pointing at Tom Vassell. That's what I'm pointing at. But yeah, that was 2025. Thanks for watching. We will see you soon.
Thanks for watching another video here on the Dice Tower. We really appreciate you stopping by and checking our things out. Thanks so much for joining us today. And hey, if you really like what we're doing here at the Dice Tower, then there are different ways to support the Dice Tower. One of those ways is through Patreon. We have links in the description to this video, and we have links to lots of other things we do down there, so definitely check it out. But either way, we're glad you watched us. Tell your friends about the Dice Tower. Until next time, though, I'm Tom Vassell, and I hope you enjoyed this video.